Hello and welcome to Design. My name is Maria and I don't usually sound like this. Usually when I do, it's because I have a cold. Welcome. If you're new, this is a channel where I share some tips and tricks for fashion, or maybe the new trends, or maybe how to wear and how to style certain items. And if you do want to learn more, maybe consider subscribing. In this video, we're gonna be talking about spring, summer trends. I know what you're thinking, it's like it's not even a winter, but it is the most perfect time for you to shop because everything is on sale. You can find the future trends already there, so save money like that. If you're like to order things online from cheap sites like Wish or AliExpress, you could order them and then however long they take, it's okay because they will arrive on time for you to wear in the trendy month. Like for instance, these earrings, I got them on AliExpress, but they did come really early, and these are one of the trends of the spring summer 2019. No wait, it's all 2020. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'll have a way easier way of saying it. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we're talking about accessories in this video. Most of them actually are continuation of the previous season of the fall winter. And let's get started with, what should we start with? With earrings. But once again, in the previous season, it was popular to have one earring, and so it is in this also. Am I making sense? All right, so moving along with the earrings, hoops. Yes, so big hoops, small hoops, mostly gold, but if you have, for instance, like pearls all the way around, that's also good. Like rhinestones all the way around, that's perfect. Okay, so the circular thing of an earring, and if there is something on it, that's also really cool. Big ones, thin ones, anything basically. Yes. So some of the designers that were rocking the hoop train are the Oscar de la Renta, Versace, and of course Dolce & Gabbana. So I've talked about the pearls, and the pearls are once again going to be a continuation from the previous trend. They're going to be on earrings, they're going to be on bracelets, they're going to be on these, even like little hat things are also popular, like a beaded kind of a hair piece. Okay, so bracelets. I've seen lots of really chunky gold bracelets, or like there is, like a friendship bracelet. Christian Dior has a kind of a, one of those even friendship bracelets with Christian Dior on it. Alright, so the continuation of the belt on the waistline is super popular. So we see in brands like Chanel, they use pearls on their belts, but still it's on the waistline, whether it be really thick ones, like from the previous season we saw really dramatic big belts, wide belts, or whether it be really tiny ones, more like a Chanel or Dior. Belt bags are also just staying there, like miniature little tiny clip-ons onto the belt, or maybe a belt bag that is not quite oval but a different shape, just to get away from I think the Gucci trend of a belt, just a little bit different. There is also an ankle bracelet with a little kind of a storage facility. That sounded weird. Gucci has presented a ankle bracelet, and they actually have some things in it, like a little pocket for things in there, which is an interesting take. I'm not sure how handy it is, because like you need to bend down to get it, or maybe like when you're walking really fast something might fall off of it, or you might catch onto some things, but it looks cool. We've seen lots and lots of neck scarves or like head scarves, just so many of them. I can't even, there are just so many. Saint Laurent, Etro, Lanvin, Burberry, Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton, they all had either head scarves or scarves around the neck, or maybe like a tie, bow tie around the neck. Chains. Like, how many times have you heard about chains? We've seen chains from the fall winter collection. There are so many chains, and this spring and summer is not different at all. We're still rocking those huge chains around our necks. We can have it on our purse bag. We can have the chain on our as a bracelet. There are just so many ways you can wear them. The newer kind of way of having a chain is to have it actually on your sunglasses as the glasses chain around your neck. So Gucci had really thick chain that holds up the sunglasses. I just wonder how it works. Like, why doesn't the chain like just like pull down the sunglasses because it's so big? Probably because it's plastic, but still. Also, Fendi has more of a slender chain for the sunglasses, but nevertheless, it's the same idea, which I love. I ordered mine already. Yes. Okay, so now that we kind of touched up on the sunglasses trends, let's just like go in there. All right, so this time around, Versace and Gucci, they have really big sunglasses, like a dramatic change from the tiny little ones, which are still trendy, but not every brand is doing it. Anyways, so they have like almost like hiding half of your face, and the most important part, they are colorful. So it's either a yellow or a green or a red or a pink kind of shade to them. Some are reflective and some are just see-through, so yeah, go wild. We of course also see the smaller sunglasses in a little bit of a different shape, but the majority of the newer kind of trend is the big one. Okay guys, so if the previous season was really limited in hats, this season, like, whoa, so many different hats. Okay, so let's just start with the ones that I'm wearing right now. Do you know the name of this hat? Because like, I'm not quite sure. If you do, please leave a comment below and tell me what do you think this one is called. I call it the taxi driver or cabbie hat. These guys were in so many different shows that I was like, oh my gosh, I have like 2 pairs of these. Yeah. Are hats pairs? 2 hats, not pairs, I think. Sport Max. Dior had these hats, and Max Mara, and I'm loving them. Try to go for the more of a neutral ones or like a leather one. Alright, so the next one is weirdly different caps, like I don't want to say baseball cap, but something like that. So let's take a look at some of the images, just so you're clear what I'm talking about. So Burberry has really interesting kind of like even side covers for the rim of the hat. Prada, Coach, Salvatore Ferragamo has like a kind of a cap that you can tie at the back. It's an interesting take. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try all of that. Moving on. Okay, so the infamous bucket hat from Dior last season, I mean. they're back, but Dior did a fantastic job on making them summer-esque, using a straw to make it. I would actually wear that. The previous one, no. I really enjoyed this take on the hat, although there are some other brands that just made their own version of the bucket hat. Not kind of a version, just made their own ones, like Anna Sue, RB, Michael Kors, and yeah, of course, Dior. Alright, so one of the most dramatic hats that I saw on runways was like a really tall hat. I think honestly it was not meant to be worn like in a real life. It was more like a statement, like to cover the face of a model, you know, to like just have a shape. It's gonna be pretty difficult for people to wear it because like I think you would get your head stuck in doorways, just ruin like the top of your hat if you're like at a subway or something. I'm not gonna try that trend, but it looks pretty cool. We've seen lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of floppy hats. I'm not a biggest fan of floppy hats on me, for instance, but sure, go ahead if that's your boat. Take it. All right, so we have some that are made of straw. The straw, think about it, it's there. There's lots of purses, there's lots of belts made of straw. Straw is coming back, so if you have that purse that was made of straw, take it out. You are going to need it. Prada had kind of a leather take on it. It was kind of a mix between the bucket hat and a kind of floppy hat, which it was a little bit too different for me, for my liking, especially here in the northern hemisphere, which summer are hot, so maybe not wearing a leather hat for that. Alright, and the last but not least, we've seen a lot of gloves. Some of them being leather, of course, which is more popular for the southern hemisphere, but also kind of a mesh gloves, more of like kind of a tea party. Those are really, really cute, but are they that wearable? Of course, you could wear them to, I don't know, like horse races, here we go, or tea parties, as I said, but how often do you go to those events? I know I don't. But anyways, alright, so I hope you enjoyed these trends. The reason why I decided to start with that, because clothes are more expensive usually to kind of just follow all the trends. But with the accessories, you can just buy a pair of earrings and be already trendy. Buy just little things to make your trendiness happen, and it's gonna be way cheaper for you to elevate your outfit using only accessories. All right, so thank you very much. If you have watched the whole thing, maybe give me a like. If you have any ideas for me that you would like to figure out what to wear and how to do it, then comment it down below. Maybe subscribe to my channel and maybe subscribe to my Instagram right here. I put a lot of outfit inspirations out there, and I would love for you to maybe talk to me there because I'm usually faster typer on the Instagram. Maybe ask me questions, comments, tell me what you would like to see next happening on my YouTube channel, and just, yeah, say hello. Once again, my name is Maria, and I hope you have a great day and stay classy. Bye.